Hello, everyone. Welcome to the very first official Sam's Bead Box unboxing.
Woohoo!
I'm here with Rachel.
Hi, all.
I don't know how it's taken us this long to do one of these. It's an idea like we've had over in the past, but we're like, why don't we actually take the time to go through this month's box, and we get to tell you a little bit about how it came together, how we designed it,
What our inspiration was.
and get to talk about the beads, which I'm excited about.
Because we spent a lot of time picking oh my god, we hem and haw. We're like, wait,
what was the phrase? Hem and haw?
Isn't that what people say?
Sure, I don't know. I'm not gonna fight you.
It's just like just trying to figure out what is gonna just really fit our theme and just like really excite you all. So it can be a little terrifying, right? When we finally make the okay, I think we've got it. I think it's ready. Let's get this in production and let's get this out the door.
Yeah, I think the most terrifying moment for me is when we actually ship it. There's usually a few days just kind of waiting. What's gonna happen? So far, it seems like this one's been positive, and I hope you're enjoying it. And
you maybe have already made a bunch of pieces from it, which I can't wait to see.
So we're gonna dive in. Our theme is.
It is dun dun dun, as if you don't know already, but. See which way. There we go. Oh wait. It is Ancient Ruins, August 2022, Sam's Bead Box.
I wish I had a count of what number box this was, but we started last year, so not that high.
Over a year of boxes.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this box. I feel like I want to give a little bit about how we started putting together this box, and then we'll go through each bead one by one. So I feel like the main word we kept coming to was rustic and texture as we were putting together this box.
It was also weathered and ancient too.
Yeah. So I think we should start going through the beads, and we'll kind of start. I think we get to start talking about the theme as we go through.
Yeah.
It won't be a beautiful Jessie mosaic, but we'll do our best.
This is an on-the-fly mosaic.
So if you have not ever, I don't know if you noticed this on your insert, is that Rachel puts an item list, and we've started putting it in color order for I think a while now actually. So if you have the item list, we're going to follow the order of this list in color order.
Yeah, we don't just throw this list together. We're very thoughtful. What is sort of an experience that at least the way we see the box of this is how we want to travel through the items. Obviously, you can do it random. You can do whatever you want, but this is in one way to experience the box.
Often more color blocked in that way you can see some of the tones together. Yeah. And see then the gradient between them. We always put the metals at the end, so we're actually going to start with those and then do the color blocks. Yeah. So starting at the very bottom of the item list is
some gorgeous tiara cast.
So first one is our feature focal.
I think this was actually one of the first things we chose for this box.
Wow.
We actually, I think maybe even started with the metal because it was just, we wanted a statement piece for the box. And I think this really is a really nice statement piece.
So this
is the Sacred Signs focal in antique copper from Tiara Cast.
We'll post more info about. This comes from Buddhist traditions, symbols in here. So we're going to definitely post some info about that. I don't want to speak poorly on it, so I'm going to share some info in Gen Chat. But it's such a gorgeous design. Double-sided.
Antique, but also has a great shine to it.
That's always why I love the antique copper finish on Tiara Cast, because it's
not dull.
No, I don't know how they do it. It's kind of the best copper finish I've ever.
Wow, I feel like you're really capturing this right now. That close up was amazing. Yeah. All right, yes, let's get our focal in the center.
There's our focal.
Oops. And then another great piece is a toggle. A very functional, but also gives you that weathered, that rustic look with the hammer tone.
Yeah, it feels like a design element because it intentionally has all this hammer tone finish.
Yeah, this isn't a clasp that you hide. When you wear this clasp on a bracelet, you put this on the front.
Right. Oh yeah, even in a necklace, that could be the front of the necklace.
I mean, you can, but you don't want to hide that.
Yeah, so this is also from Tiara Cast in their antique copper plate.
We are big fans.
Tiara Cast is a fellow Bay Area bead company. So most all their cast items are made in the U.S. and they have really amazing quality standards. These are lead-free. You can read more about that on their website. Shall we begin our colors?
Let's do some check beads.
Okay.
All right, so we are starting off, I think, well, this makes sense with our Ancient Ruin box with some carved ruins. And actually, both of these pieces were custom designed for our box. Yeah, this is something new we're doing. I mean, I think the July box was the first time we've ever done it. Now this is our second. And do you kind of want to, I guess we can talk about the beads first. But so yeah, these are the carved ruins. They have this gorgeous red, deep red silk, and then a coppery.
Rachel reacts every time I hit the camera. It's gonna happen.
All right, with a copper wash filling in those grooves.
Yeah, this is one of the main ones we did totally custom.
Mm-hmm.
So, with ordering these sorts of beads custom from the Czech Republic, we first get to pick out the shape we want, which is so helpful in designing the box, because obviously creating a box called Ancient Ruins, we want elements that really evoke that sort of feeling.
Yeah, and that theme.
So when we saw these guys, we're like, okay, we have to have that.
I mean, this looks like an artifact. This looks like something you would dig out in an archaeological dig from ancient times.
Well, I would say it reminds me a lot of the tablet that we were talking about.
The Rosetta Stone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds
It's
me
like
a lot
language.
of that.
Yeah. I think it might also be influenced by Celtic design as well, too.
So these are gorgeous. So we
Great pattern.
with doing the custom, we get to, once we pick the shape, because all the shapes exist, they have to.
Yeah, there's molds that have that artisans have designed that are these
literally
gorgeous
decades
molds.
now.
Yeah.
So there's so many old molds that they find them in literally the structures of houses.
Okay.
Like there's stuck. They don't know. They weren't using them anymore, and then they just literally became part of the house. So they'll find old molds.
That's so cool.
They make new molds too, and they find old ones. And
it's a living tradition.
And that's how a vintage shape can come back. Because if you have the mold, you can then start making beads with it again. So for these, we got to pick out this beautiful red glass. It's opaque.
So yeah, we start with the mold, and then it's what are the colors we want to use? What is the feeling we want to give? So getting choosing, and it's not just we want red. It's which red.
Right.
It's how deep, how light do we want it? How deep? How saturated? Do we want it to be transparent? It's saying, "Oh, I want a red bead." It's not that simple at all.
Right. They literally have to show us all the reds, and oh my god,
which is the one that we want?
And then you get to pick your finish. So we'll talk more about finishes, but this one we did a bronze finish on.
Actually, I think copper, but it kind of got antiqued looking.
Really? That's copper?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, we ordered copper. Yeah, that was copper.
So interesting. Every bead comes out you never fully know how it will come out, and how the colors will show. I love that color combo. All right, next on the list is our trilobite.
Yeah, this is like a fossil. This is truly ancient looking.
Right.
And we did I can't remember if we did the exact same red or just a very similar one. I think it might be a slightly darker, but they definitely pair well together. And that's a table cut bead, which is always a favorite of ours.
Yeah, we opted for this various opaque reds in this box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like last month in July was a lot more about transparents and opals and sort of that flow of the ocean, and then this is a lot more silks, opaques. That felt right.
Can we talk about how flashy this bead is?
It seriously
So this is a table cut bead. It means they press these first, and then they put on the finish, they put on that finish for the trilobite, and then they grind it down. And what that does is it removes all the finish that's covering the bead, revealing the gorgeous glass in there, and polishes it up, and leaves us just with the finish in the center where the trilobite is.
And on the edges too.
Yeah.
Picasso.
So this one's drilled through, so that should be a lovely focal.
All right, well, if we talk so much about every bead, this is going to take us an hour.
Oh, I know, but I feel like now we're
too excited.
What's next?
Okay, next we have some Saturn beads in our red rock mix. These ones I really pushed for in this box. I just thought this is such a unique shape. I don't even know if maybe we've used it once before. If we have, we haven't really used it, and I don't know, just cool. It's something a little different, like just not a basic round. You know, I mean, rounds are helpful too, but this is just has a little extra.
I've more had faceted Saturns in the shop, and the press Saturn's nice in this box because we didn't want super hard lines, things that feel.
This isn't like modern, like angular. Yeah, no. Like it has a great color mix in it.
And that's our reds over here. Those are going to be.
Yeah, we have one supplier that we love their color mixes. You've seen a lot of their like rondelles and rounds, and they just do such a good job with that group.
Next up, I've got our another table cut, freeform coin.
These ones, I mean, the color is incredible. Like,
oh yeah,
the striations there.
I want all my beads to have that much personality.
Yeah. And they're all unique.
I mean,
yours are not going to look exactly like this because it's whatever piece of the glass.
Right. If I flip it over, it's a different bead.
Yeah.
This is another one we ordered custom for the box, and I'm so happy with how these came out.
Yeah, and I love the Picasso on the edges too. I think it just provides that contrast that's nice.
Kind of the same deal of like grinding it down, but because there's no design in the middle of this one, you just get the finish on the sides. So it creates like a nice, I think, like frame to the bead.
Yeah. And yeah, you don't want to design on that one because you want to see that beautiful color glass. That's
true.
Design.
That's true.
Oh, we're starting our mosaic.
I want to do a color, kind of
put all the colors like rich red tones together.
What shall I grab next? Or drips?
Yeah, some nice little spacers because you need some simple beads. You need some spacers. Yeah, well. If you're Sam, you absolutely made it. I don't know if Sam could design a piece without spacers, little spacers.
Well, it's also when we're designing the box, we're like, you really need a range of sizes.
Yeah, like we want to make this useful.
If the box is going to be something you can draw just from the box in a design, so we always are intentionally putting small elements like this in there.
Yeah,
these are great little drawers. You can get a bunch of them, right?
Yeah, you get about 200 pieces.
Okay, not too shabby. Last time we did a joke, it was like 100 pieces.
Well, we do weigh it by the gram. No one is counting 200 pieces, but it's approximately 200 pieces. Don't count. That would take forever.
I'm fascinated. How many am I holding?
How many exactly are you holding?
I bet I'm holding 201.
Okay. Play the jelly bean game, right? Where you count how many?
I don't think we generally round down when we weigh things.
No.
Okay.
Let's hear. I think we are moving on from the reds.
Okay.
Next into a couple of our metallic features. So these are the textured flat hair brios. Another custom one for the box.
These are fun. Okay. These are amazing, yeah. Right? Yeah.
This is a brand new shape for our shop.
So it's a double-sided. Got the texture on one side, and it's smooth on the other. Which actually lets you see a little bit more of that finish it's got going. How do you describe this finish, Rachel?
How did
she looks back.
I had to look back and remember how we decided. We could rustic gold because it's golden, but it has a little bit of that antiqued, dark, rustic look to them.
So this is a transparent glass, but with that,
it does let some light through.
Etch finish, it kind of makes it feel like it has like a semi-opaqueness. Those are stunning. So that's a top drilled bead on the smaller side.
It's like cobblestone almost to me.
Yeah.
That's what the texture I get.
Those are beautiful. I cannot wait to turn those into earrings.
Somehow it reminds me of the Flintstones. I can't remember. I don't know why, but it does.
Okay, how about some gold elements over here?
All right, another metallic is our textured rounds in matte copper. These are a cool new shape too.
We're gonna have like a record count of new shapes.
I know we have a lot. Well, yeah, because this had to feel different. This had to feel ancient.
These are cool.
So cool.
I've never seen a round bead like these until we got these.
They're so fun.
Wow, these are great. It's like has almost like a satin copper finish to them. And you'll see a thing. We intentionally did a couple metallics in this box because I thought, along with the copper elements, because I think they're going to pair really nicely. Oh, yeah. Right?
Yeah. And next up, we got some seed beads. Another thing that, for the non-seed beaders out there, is just an amazing spacer to use to give you a little metallic bling spacer. These are in These are Toho Japanese round seed beads in a perma finish rose gold galvanized color.
We gotta open this one up.
Was perma finish something you had been learning a bit more about?
Yeah, someone was actually telling me that they pretty much try to only buy seed beads that are perma finish.
Okay.
So I believe it actually comes from like the car world and other industries where it's a finish that lets you coat a bead in a color, paint of sorts, and then the perma finish goes on top to protect it. So they've done these tests of like, they literally rub the beads like 20,000 times to see how well it wears. And they did the same test on a bead that doesn't have the perma finish. And these last so much better.
Got it.
I think it's especially helpful on like a metallic element because it should really help it last in a really beautiful way for a long time.
Yeah, and I feel like rose gold goes really well with copper. Like, it really plays nicely.
Right. We think we almost bought these as like a coppery / golden element.
Because this is a little bit of mixed metal in here. Like, it's the warm tone metals together.
It's another way to, I think, actually play with texture.
Yeah.
And also you get a whole tube of them. So that was our second spacer.
Well, we really put like all of our custom ones at the beginning of this journey. Almost all of
more.
them.
Hey, I see
a little bit
at
more,
least one more. I know, I see two more. Here's one.
Two more, okay.
This is a custom one, and this is such a cool focal.
It's so gorgeous.
So you want to explain how the glass works on this one?
We have a jet black is our base glass, and then it is fully coated in Picasso. And when you have Picasso just on that like pressed glass, on that, like, it just has that on the smooth glass, it has a really cool effect. It's just, I don't know, you like the spots of black kind of peek out. And then they put the copper wash on last, so that way it can fill the grooves, I think. Pretty sure.
Yeah, that's right. That's as far as we've learned.
Yeah.
Because the order really matters.
Yeah.
If you want your copper wash to be seen, you have to put that on last.
And so, like, this is not, if this was table cut, it would have wiped away the Picasso on the front. But by not being table cut, you got to keep that Picasso look on the front of the bead too.
Beautiful. I'm going to add those over here maybe. Actually, it's like a focal. Let's put that in the center.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Got more table cuts.
More table cuts. We got some brios. I love working with brios.
Is this the first time we've done this table cut in the box? Or I have a vague memory of one other time. We did other
pair of brios. I don't remember if they were table cut or not. They might not.
I think this is the first time we've done the table cut. Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
You all will tell us in the comments. We're pretty good at keeping it all straight, but sometimes we have to.
It's a lot. There's a lot of beads in every box.
Sometimes we open the past boxes list on the site.
We're like, have we already used this bead?
Because there has been a time we're like, oh, I really like this bead, and then we realize a minute later, we have indeed used this bead before.
That's why we like it. So yeah, these are our table cut pair brios in jet black etched stone.
So it's a two-sided bead. So only one side is table cut, which is genius, I think. And then you got
to keep that stone finish, that super texture. Yeah. So yeah, I know. I hope with all of this, you like see our inspiration, this ancient ruins, that you're like kind of going on this excavation into history, into the past. Because
we visited, when Rachel and I went to Mexico a few years ago, we got to see these amazing pyramids outside Mexico City.
Yeah, we went to the Pyramid of the Sun. Has anyone else been there? It was really cool. It was very hot, but we went to the top. Climbed. Did we climb twice?
I know I did.
No, I think I did too.
Did you?
I think you had to drag me up the second time. Maybe I didn't quite make it to the top the second time. Yes, we went twice. We went in the morning. Then we had to go get lunch. But then Sam was like, "Oh, we're doing this again.
I want to go because
the view and just it's. I mean, they're so cool.
And it felt like you were literally walking through history.
Yeah. These are. You already showed the cats? Oh no, those are coming next. No. Okay. These we put together. We have so these are our carved arrowheads. Interesting drop piece.
This is a shape I really fought for. I was like, oh, come on. These are gorgeous. They literally look like a carved arrowhead.
Yeah.
I noticed that on one of my beads here, I got like each bead is.
Oh, you might have to poke out the hole.
Yeah, each check bead's tumbled, so sometimes you'll get an occasional I don't know, gift from the tumbling.
A little misfit
generally,
there.
you could come right out with an awl or some wire. I'm not too worried about that. If you ever have like a glaring issue, just let us know. We want you to love everything in your box.
And we paired those in the bag with these cat ovals in a cream bronze.
We had to have these.
This was a favorite of Sam's. We definitely, when we're designing the box, like it's a group effort, so it's a team effort, and like we sometimes are like, one of us is like fighting for a bead. We're like, this is gonna be in there. This is just feels so right. Like we get very attached to certain ones.
We'll often make a case for the bead.
Oh yeah.
I was like, for this one, it was like the design of this cat, and it also became our single, like lighter tone element to go with the blacks.
Yeah. Give you a little bit of contrast. Next up is, the check glass squares. Another black Picasso, kind of continuing that theme.
Picassos and on the jet black really, I think, is like encapsulates the theme so beautifully.
Yeah.
Well, these are lovely. They're like kind of cute. They're really cute. I have to think of how I'd want to use these. I feel like these would be really nice on a bracelet.
I would love to just put like a seed bead between each one.
I mean,
for
look
like a
at that
simple
metallic
bracelet.
with those.
And then maybe put a focal. Put this in the. Oh, sorry. We're designing now. I want that in the center of the bracelet.
And then these coming out from there. Well, that's cool.
There you go.
If you want, they're like lengthwise. I could put like a cat. Have a little cat bracelet. What shall I grab next? Sister?
Maybe our last custom bead in the box?
I think so.
Yeah. All right, we've packed a few custom ones in here.
Has anyone kept tally? Because I think this is the record.
Which means like we've had to plan a lot more in advance and try to like lose some of our maybe procrastination tendencies. Because you can't order these in a day. Because we have to design them and work with the bead makers to like make sure we're choosing the right glasses, the right colors, right glass that'll work well together. And it takes some time for them to make it. So it's a really cool.
We have to make the calls earlier than ever.
Yeah. We're now the people who are having to think about like it's summer and you're having to think about like Halloween time and Christmas time. Like we're those people now. All right, so these are the check glass pumpkins. They're on a strand with some little spacers between.
Those are fire polished spacers, by the way. So I saw it.
Yeah, not shabby spacers.
You can keep those as actually a bonus little black element that we didn't. I mean, we picked the spacer actually, but
it wasn't like that wasn't the point of this strand, but it's a little bonus. But yeah, this is in our molted orange silk luster. We've got molted? Molted. How do you say that word?
Modeled.
Oh, that's how you say that word?
Is that why you never liked that word?
Yeah, because I'm saying it wrong. Yeah.
Modeled.
Oh yeah, I always thought it was molted or something.
Yeah, Rachel was like,
can
we not use that word?
It
I was
sounds...
like, what's wrong with modeled? I've always
You're saying modeled though.
Well, I'm not. Yeah, we don't in
mottled.
American English. You don't tend to do mottled. Mottled. When I go to the store.
Also marbled, whatever you want to call this. But it has an amazing luster. That's what's really.
I believe this is. We've had this shape in the shop a little bit, but this is. I think this is the first time we picked it out first for the box and then we got it for the shop.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. All right. I think we finally have a gemstone. We've just been in check land. But our first gemstone are some gorgeous carnelian smooth rounds in 6mm. We've got a whole 14-inch strand, full strand. So that's nice.
That orange tone.
Yeah, I went for like a deeper orange.
Oh my gosh. It looks like it's meant to be.
I mean, maybe it was.
And the size is like, is it 6mm?
Yeah, 6mm.
I think that's going to be really nice for your strand. Like, that's just like.
Yeah, that'll be helpful for a necklace with so many beads.
That's gorgeous. All right, where do you, does that destined over here with my oranges?
With your reds? Oh, yeah, and the orange there too. All right, we got another gemstone. We have our DZI agate barrel focal. These are heated. Yeah.
And we actually, Justin and I learned recently that it's actually Z. It's actually one word.
Okay.
But I've also heard it. Lots of folks say DZI.
Look at that pattern.
Yeah, this is a really cool type of agate that I don't even know every step of the process, but it involves heating And I don't even know how they get the white. It's just, but it's so cool. I've been in love with this style of bead for years.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's had a resurgence lately. Pretty large hole. That's a nice option there. First, you want to get a couple strands of cord through there. And I love when this sort of bead hangs vertically and more like a tassel style. Or
a bracelet
look how
bar.
cool it is that direction has a more geometric
on the
design.
necklace, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that goes our focal collection in the middle.
Got a few. Next up, we have some smooth rondelles in Arcadia mix. We have about 25 pieces, and these have all of the color.
Yeah, you said not enough color so far for you? Well, bam!
These have everything. They're so interesting. They're like, it's both, I think, some transparent glass and some silk opaque glass.
I want to know who came up with this bead. I feel like they took all their extra rods.
Oh, yeah.
Made a palette of them and then made a bead.
Yeah, it's the kitchen sink bead.
Truly.
And the everything but the kitchen sink. Right?
And it works. Like this is when I had to push a little bit forward because I was like, I think having that little extra burst of color.
I was like, wait, is that in our color palette? Is that in our theme?
The yellow, absolutely. And then the blue is just a little extra pop that's subtle there. The greens, we're about to get to our greens. Like, I think it does work.
Yeah.
And it's also when they make this sort of bead, when they make something again, it won't look the same.
True.
So I feel like we now have like a little one of a kind in the box.
All right. Oh,
I dropped one.
I think we're. Oh, I got it.
Nice.
I saved it. Okay. All right, we got some more focals here.
Okay, what am I grabbing?
We have our
next?
Hamza hands. These are top drilled. And you get 2 pieces in 2 different colors.
Lovely orange, great luster on it.
Yeah.
And same with this, like almost like
Deep
maroon.
red. Yeah.
So these are top drilled.
Yeah, kind of like a brio. And they have that like evil eye design on top. Kind of that like ward off evil spirits.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
that's what that means. Or one of the meanings. It has lots.
And the Hamza hand comes up in actually multiple cultures. We grew up as Jews, we grew up with it in
Jewish
Judaism.
culture, but like it's part of many cultures, yeah.
And it's like it's a symbol of protection if you're trying to understand it a bit more.
Yeah. We all want to keep the good flow, the good energy in, keep the bad energy out.
So we got one red to go there, and then an orange to match that collection.
Yeah, this matches really well with the pumpkin.
Love that.
All right, we got our third gemstone, our bloodstone smooth rounds. These are 10 millimeter, a nice chunky one.
Here we
A
go.
half strand of 7 inches.
So I've recently become a little fascinated with this stone. First off, because it's so pretty.
So unique.
And the range of tones, you can even see on this strand some of the range that they find it in. From like a fully transparent into
like darker hunter green.
Yeah, it comes in up to like the Indian type of this. The Indian bloodstone will be like fully opaque.
Oh, okay.
Green, and then have the red in it. And the red can come from either like a red jasper, because this essentially bloodstone is like an aggregate stone. It's like a quartz base generally, and then a mix of other things in it. So then you get like these like little iron oxides, like think Mars basically, giving you these little like red pockets, which is like where it got its like blood name from. And this is a really historical stone. They used to call it the most beautiful of all the jaspers for like thousands of years. It has like biblical ties in like the Middle Ages. It started to become like a religious stone, like with the crucifixion essentially.
Oh wow!
But then in other cultures, it was almost in a similar vein of seeing it as blood as well. It became this like thing that the Greeks and the Romans would walk around with a stone of this in their pocket for protection, and became associated with altruism.
Oh, so more of our like protection theme.
I just think this is such a cool stone.
Yeah, really unique.
Also known as heliotrope, which means, I was reading, it reads from Greek and meaning helio for the sun, and then trope to turn,
I feel like I want to angle it.
which is a type of flower. So some kind of view it similar to the flower.
All right, we've hit the 30-minute mark.
No
we only
way.
have a few left. You only have a few left.
Okay.
Let's see. We've got our 3 left. We've got our English cuts, 6mm in a green raku finish.
Wow.
Really special.
I don't think I've seen English cut quite like these.
Yeah, and we haven't done a lot of, even in the shop, like small English cuts. But like,
No,
it's,
because I've always gravitated towards the 8s and 10s, but then we saw these.
There's something special about them in the small size.
So actually, we always try to like give a couple similar sizes. So here with the
carnelian,
it'll make a really easy pattern together.
Yeah.
Like that with the black. I just feel like really gorgeous contrast for this box.
Exactly. Yeah, we're not all about monotone here. Sometimes, but not usually. All right, second to last, penultimate here is our tumbled rectangle with these cool carvings. This like greeny yellow color with the Picasso and the grooves. And these are very like rough and like.
What do you mean by that?
Like just like the edges and how they're carved, like they have that sort of rough feel to them. Like they're still smooth. They've smoothed them down, but you know, they're not like perfect rectangles.
There's so much cool texture going on these. Also, I feel like so emblematic of the theme. All these like ancient designs. These remind me of like, I don't know, of like hot coals. Almost just like I'd like take like a hot like metal bar and like darkening something.
Yeah. Like blacksmithing almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Those are very neat. I'm actually put those as a contrast to the black over here. We
didn't do a lot of green, but we did add a few pops just for that, something a little different. Our last one to complete the collection is our direct rounds in a green marble Picasso, 10mm, 15-piece set.
This is the one that Miss Jess messaged me yesterday saying, Sam, I need more.
Oh, really?
I just saw them. And I see why. These are gorgeous quality.
Fun.
Wow. That is a beautiful stone finish.
Those almost look like gemstones. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like they are kind of imitating, I don't know which stone, but.
Well, they have has that marble quality to it.
Just, it has that, like natural organic texture.
Also the sound and feel.
And they reflect the light really nicely.
It's got these.
That little crystal tray.
Maybe.
Oh my gosh, the August box. A little rattle around there.
Here we go. And that, once you add in our candy of the month,
then it's complete.
Now we're complete. And this is our Ancient Ruins August 2022 box.
Here it is.
Wow, we did it.
We did it. Our first official unboxing.
I hope this was helpful to folks.
Yeah. Get a little more of the backstory.
And if you watch this far, we now do have a few little surprises.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we're not done.
Just a few little surprises.
Yeah.
So just take in the colors of this. If you haven't, I mean, you've hopefully by now you have. But we love to find design elements to go with the box. And so we have 3 elements that we're actually going to launch today when we're airing this. Secret, we've recorded this in the past because I'm leaving town next week and I want to be sure we're able to do our unboxing. And now I get to hang in the comments with all you right now. Hello, Sam in the future. Hello, everyone in the future.
Hi, all.
Show element number 1 that is available.
We
today.
have done a collab with Nile at Silver Silk to make some custom color combos that you can pair with this box. So these are available for the first time ever here at the shop. We have done the coral red and the bone white with the gold wire on top.
So this is Nile's newest product line where he takes a
rubber
tubing,
silicone tubing,
which he don't always do. It's mostly silicone, but we also think there's probably some rubber in it as well. He hasn't had any allergy issues so far, but does recommend if you do have an allergy. It's probably not the best product, and let your customers know as well. But generally there hasn't been issues. I'm guessing because of the content of the silicone in it, which I think like almost no one is allergic to. And so that's the base. And then he somehow magically knows how to work a machine that knits wire and puts that on top of the pipe chain. And so normally he does like monochromatic design. So we'll do like white with a white wire, red with a red wire. But we challenged him.
We worked with it. No, we worked together.
This is true.
We collaborated and we're like, we want to do something new. We want to do something new. Like, and we like threw around a bunch of ideas. And this was the one I think that all of us were like, oh, this is going to be special.
This is cool.
Yeah,
so this is I should see the best way to show this.
This is the bone with the gold. God, I don't even feel like people can quite get how pretty that gold color is. It's kind of getting blown out on the camera. But the gold is such a lovely tone.
So this
we'll have a photo on
this. This is like the more subtle option. So we thought like this could be really easy to pair with a lot of elements in the box.
Yeah.
Nile did design with this already, so you can take a look.
Yeah, he did something. I think it was with the textured. Those.
He's done one of each. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was just saying what he paired these with it.
Oh, really those. Cool. Oh, got it.
These pieces looked really nice with it.
So we might be working in the works to do a class Nile using this. So if you have the pipe chain, you'll be able to, and the box, you'll definitely be able to easily make what we get inspired by what we make. And then the second pipe chain color
is the coral red.
And we opted for the same wire. We thought kind of to keep them kind of in a similar design vein, we kept the same metal color.
I love that.
I think it'll lend nicely to our spacers as well. So that's number one. You get, I believe it's 1.5 feet.
Yep, of each.
Which is
goes a long way.
Yeah.
Because you might just use this as an accent on a bracelet for part of a necklace.
And you get Nile's lovely packaging.
Yeah.
So that's number one. Number two is
a custom trio of soft flex.
You guys sold us out of our trio last month, so
for sand
clearly it's helpful to have beading wire that matches the box nicely. And I so agree with the folks at Softflex that this is as a design element. It's not just like a finding or a tool.
Yeah. So we reached back out to Sarah and James at Softflex and this was such a hit last month. Let's do it again. And this is what we came up with.
So this is our first one. We had to have their copper metallic Softflex. So these are all in the medium size, which is really versatile, really strong. 49 strands.
I love designing with it. I've gotten really into using Softflex.
49 strands of stainless steel wires that they then put these beautiful colors on.
Especially when wires being artistic wire is just getting on your nerves. It's just over the string. This is lovely.
And because it's such a beautiful color, you can actually show it intentionally in your designs, especially with this copper. Oh my gosh.
The copper color is lovely.
Have a floating necklace with some of the elements on it.
Yeah, get some copper crimps would work well, or even a sterling silver crimp with a cover on it.
And then for our reds, we picked out spinel, right?
Yeah, it doesn't have the name on it, but it is spinel.
This is spinel. That's a nice. I think it's a slightly lighter than their garnet option, which we thought would be nice. Red tone. Because we did have some of those silky reds, so we thought that would be really nice. So let's go join your buddies there. See, this is a way you can expand your box if you want to. And then you got to have some of their black onyx. Look at the shine on that.
Yeah.
That really goes.
Nice contrast.
Look how that matches the
against the red.
Oh, contrast. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I love, with the trilobite. The necklace. Yeah.
So there's our Softflex trio, and we were able to get the same amazing trio pricing. So you get all 3 rolls. Usually retails around $25. And was it $20?
$20.
Awesome. And we also, I think, are working on restocking the July one. Clearly, we did not get enough of that one.
And our last pairing feels like we're doing a wine pairing.
I like that. Yeah. To go with your beads tonight, may we offer you
a tasting here
of Toho seed beads.
Some lovely Japanese Toho seed beads in both a 8.0 and 11.0 option.
So. These have been really fun to curate.
And this is a very unique collection. I think these are so cool.
So we've got a matte jet black, you'll see that we intentionally do this to really go with the box. Wanted to have one more metallic element. You get those 8Os.
Yeah, these have a copper core to them, and then the crystal on the outside, which just gives it that extra sparkle.
I love that with some of these oranges.
Mm-hmm.
Where does that belong? Somewhere with
Metallic.
Metallic.
Yep. We have these. These also actually have a copper core.
Okay.
And then they have a green glass on the outside, so it kind of like
Really
changes the
pretty
color of the
green glass.
copper in the inside.
That's gonna have to go over here.
And then we have a red in the 11-0. It'll be the frosted, I believe, is what those. Is
That's
that
a great color. What is it called? Frosted.
opaque frosted pepper red.
Oh, this is like a chili pepper bead.
Yeah, so we have the frosted one if you grab the 11-0, and then we did a not frosted one, just the bright shiny one in the 8-0.
Beautiful. So for our folks, our seeders out there, these palettes are ready to go, so that you can seed bead some designs to go with all your bead box.
Wow, it all
elements.
just blends in so well. Wait, I want to have this in here.
Well, that's got to be our thumbnails, isn't it?
Right there.
So we have now officially come to the end of our. I feel like now we've done 4 unboxings.
Yeah, seriously.
So if you do want the extra elements of the soft flex, the silver silk pipe chain from Nile, and
we were able to make a few extra boxes this month.
Hold on.
Okay, sorry.
And
Getting
the
ahead.
seed bead palette. Rachel's very excited.
Yeah.
I am too. Those are all available on the website, along with.
Oh, now I'm. I was like, wait, what are you talking about now? Along with, so yeah, if you were not subscribed when this box came out, we were able to make a few extras. So you are welcome to pick one of those up. The best price is definitely for subscribers, so we recommend subscribing for next month. But you can grab this box for yourself. And then we are going to be, I think the week after this airs is our Beadbox celebration sale. So if there's like certain elements that you just loved and you want more of them, or you want them in a different color, that's when we get to show that.
I want to say the 23rd.
Yeah, I think it's Tuesday. Well, we wrote it on here.
Oh, true. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and update you with the calendar for right now.
You're gonna do some gold Sharpie here.
Yeah, we have to make some quick adjustments to this calendar.
Well, by the time this airs, we're doing purples on Tuesday, so that's in the Tuesday that just happened for you all.
So that's actually the 16th that just happened, right?
Yeah.
I might actually have this on Monday. We'll see. So August 23rd is still correct for the Beadbox Extras live sales. That's where you can get individual extras. We tried to get like a few extra colors of some of the new shapes that we showed here. Can't tell you on the top of my head.
Yeah, we've got some more of these for sure.
Some more English cuts, lots of fun little additions. And then we're also updating the dates of these sales just a little bit. I think pink might still be on the 25th. But these ones we did have to adjust slightly just because of when the purples arrived.
Tuesdays are going to be, for our live sales, are going to be like Beadbox Celebration and lots more summer steals in just different colors. That's what Tuesday is all about.
Remember this date, August 23rd is still correct. And that's when we get to show you all the extras from this box. And get to just celebrate the box a little bit together. I think we've done it.
This is hard work.
I knew those folks who did the unboxing on YouTube they put a lot of effort into those.
How do you do that in like 15-20 minutes? I have no idea.
Well, we're chatty, and there's 2 of us.
True.
So thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing, the first official unboxing for Sam's Beadbox. If you'd like to get subscribed to get the September box, you have until September 9th, but maybe don't wait that long.
Join in the family.
At samsbeadbox.com. I even have a coupon code right here for you.
Ooh.
So you can take $5 off your first box with code VIP5. So no exclamation mark, just VIP5.
Oh.
And that'll make your first box. Basically, it gives you $5 off. So either you get free shipping or you get $5 off the beads. Your choice.
However you want to think about it.
And so your first box will be the September box. If you did want an August box,
we have some extras.
Those are now on our main website, samsbeadshop.com. And you can snag that along with the other goodies that we showed on the website today.
And I just can't wait to see what you all made. I'm sure some of it's already posted to Gem Chat, so please add your creations.
Yes, please go to Gem Chat, share what you make all month long.
And we'll be making with it soon, too.
Yeah, use the hashtag for the month. It's always Sam's Beadbox and then the month and year. So Sam's Beadbox, August 2022 would be the hashtag. And you have to use the hashtag so that we filter by the hashtag to see who posted and then pick our winner randomly each month. Everyone, we're signing off. Have a lovely, lovely week.